Okay, so it's last Thursday. It's around 7 p.m. My husband walks into the kitchen and he says something like, "Hey babe, what should we do for dinner?" Now, okay, I get it. To any outsider, that's a totally normal question. But to me, at that moment, it felt like a personal attack. What do you want me to figure out dinner? I thought. So without a word, I glared at him, you guys. Then I opened DoorDash because I love DoorDash, and I ordered angel hair pasta with creamy pink sauce from Mama D's. That is my comfort dish, my go-to, my emotional support entree, you know? And honestly, it was very on brand for the moment that I was in. And no, I didn't order anything for him. I mean, he could fend for himself for all I cared. So when the order arrived, I grabbed the bag, I opened a bottle of wine, and I walked into the bedroom like a woman on the edge. I got inside the covers, I put on the holiday, and I started twirling my pasta as if carbs didn't make you fat, you guys. Okay, now I'm 2 glasses of wine in, and I'm whispering to myself, men are so annoying. And then, right around the part where we find out that Jude Law is a single dad, it hit me. It's not his fault. It's day 26. And suddenly, I softened. I texted my husband, "You can come upstairs to our room," and cue the hormonal plot twist. Welcome back to Small Talk with Sheila. I'm your host, Sheila, and this is the podcast where we normalize mood swings. We romanticize our chaos and we gently roast ourselves along the way. So light your Sheila candle, please order something indulgent from DoorDash, and emotionally prepare yourself to go on a journey. Because today, we're talking about cycles. No, not bikes, not spin class, no, not soul cycle. I mean hormonal cycles, the ones quietly running the show behind the scenes of your life. Okay, listen, you might still spiral because I did last week, but now you'll at least know exactly which phase of your cycle to blame. And that, my woman friends, is freedom. Here's the thing they don't tell you in health class or anywhere really. I mean, even my mom didn't talk to me about these things. The world we live in was built for men. I mean, I'm not saying that in a dramatic conspiracy theory kind of way, but in an actual medical research, workplace structure, gym schedule, hustle culture kind of way. So if you think about it, okay, you guys, the 9 to 5 workday, that was designed around a 24-hour hormonal cycle. Yeah, the way men's bodies operate. This is how it is for them, okay? They wake up, testosterone rises, they go about their day, and by evening, reset. You know, they wake up the next day, same baseline. It's very simple, it's predictable, it's very emotionally chill. But women, we run on a 28-day-ish cycle. Our hormones don't reset every morning. They ebb and flow, changing how we feel. I mean, how we think, what we want to eat, who we want to text, and sometimes whether or not we hate our partners. It's not linear, you guys. It's layered, actually, very complicated. And yet we're expected to show up in the same way every day, all month long. Same productivity, same mood, same workout class, as if we're not literally transforming inside our bodies week to week. When we don't show up the same way, we're told things like, you're inconsistent, you're moody, you're irrational, or my personal favorite, you're overreacting. I'm overreacting? I mean, one time my friend and I, we did the girl math, okay? We are only calm, rational, emotionally even, like normal-ish creatures for, I don't know, I think it's 72 hours. 72 hours, that's 3 days a month. The rest of the time, we're cycling through seasons of, clarity one minute, chaos the next. We're glowing up and then we're crying over salad dressing and sweatpants. And no one has ever really given us a manual or permission. So we end up blaming ourselves or our partners. Sorry, husband. But once you learn the rhythm of your own body, you start blaming less and you start understanding more. So, you know what we're going to do today? We're going to break it down. Yep, you and I, phase by phase, starting with the one where we bleed and become the queens of our lives. It sounded very soap opera-ish, by the way. The queens of our lives. Let's start at the beginning, the menstrual phase. Yep, I mean, most people assume this is the worst week. But honestly, I think it could be my favorite. I mean, really, my best friend and I, we've coined this phase the period party phase. Like, we literally text each other, I'm having a period party. Because listen, we are literally bleeding at this time. We are bleeding and we're not dying. So we feel like we deserve everything we want, including cakes and carbs and absolutely no expectations. You know, this is the time in my cycle where I slow down. I cancel plans and I don't feel guilty about it. I wear fuzzy socks. I wear loose pajamas. I order sushi and gelato and call it self-care. You know, I crawl into my cocoon and I turn on You've Got Mail. Yep. And I whisper things to myself like, Sheila, you are enough. You know, right as Meg Ryan closes her bookstore and says, closing the store is the brave thing to do. You know, I'm there. I'm there with her. I'm eating gelato one hand, holding a heating pad in the other, and I'm crying. You know, I'm crying like she told me personally to let go of my past and to choose myself. Thanks, Meg. You get me. And there's no pretending in this phase. There's no people pleasing. It's just, I don't know, softness and snacks and surrender. And here's the magic, you guys. When I actually give myself rest during this phase, I don't feel like a failure. You know, I feel like a woman who's really connected to her body, to myself. And then, just like that, the clouds part, the cramps fade, and I wake up feeling like I am the main character in a very productive montage. Welcome to the follicular phase. This is when my energy comes back online. You know, my brain, it starts firing off, working again. I have ideas, like I'm in a writer's room and I'm suddenly very optimistic. I'm inspired. I might be slightly delusional, but like in a very, very cute way. I start texting people like, if Mindy Kaling's assistant just finds one episode of Small Talk, this show is gonna blow up on Netflix. I'm wearing cute clothes again, jeans, things that button up. I'm batch recording episodes. I seriously once told somebody I was building an empire, and I meant it in this phase. And here I am, I'm starting to think about launching merch, you know, my Sheila candle. And I go into my therapy sessions saying things like, I've really grown. Follicular Sheila, she is confident, she's creative, she's caffeinated and maybe a little chaotic, but she's not here to be humble. She's here to start something. Oh, you know what? If I'm honest, I've probably started this very podcast in my follicular phase. It's like very Anne Hathaway in The Devil Wears Prada vibes. You know what I'm talking about? The part in the movie where she's finally finding her groove. She's walking through New York in Chanel boots. She's balancing lattes and deadlines and a delusional amount of ambition. And honestly, I love her for that. And just when I think I've reached peak main character energy, ovulation shows up. And listen, you guys, I'm suddenly rebranding my podcast. I'm recording like I have a production deal with Spotify. Hey, Spotify, wink, wink. The ovulation phase is when I am literally sending voice notes at 5 a.m. to my producer, social media gal, and I'm saying, listen, what about a potential rebrand? I mean, what if we call the show Azizam, Let's Talk? And I start interviewing really interesting Iranians in a way that's very like lifestyle forward, you know, cool and I don't know, casually groundbreaking. I'm in Notion, I'm planning content, I'm outlining strategy, and I'm working with focus of someone who knows her voice is going somewhere. And I'm doing this all while balancing my 9 to 5. I'm switching gears, I'm managing timelines, I'm making it all look really easy, you guys. And this is the phase where I like to say yes to things like beach walks, last minute coffee meetings, and I don't know, new podcast segments. I am flirting with my husband just because I feel like it. And this is the time where I email my accountant back. I'm making those really hard doctor appointments that I've been avoiding for a very long time. And I actually feel like, I am a fully functioning woman. You guys, this is the phase where anything feels possible. I am productive, I'm magnetic, I'm hydrated, and I feel like I'm irresistible. Okay, it's not sustainable, but it's a vibe. And then, like a plot twist no one asked for, everything starts to feel a little, off. Yes, this is the luteal phase. The clouds start rolling in, my confidence evaporates, my inner critic shows up with a megaphone and a highlight reel of every awkward thing I've ever done or said. And suddenly, you guys, this podcast is so cringy. Okay, my voice, it's helium attic. I'm too much. My branding, it's really awful. And I start reading troll messages from months ago. And I think to myself, yeah, I don't know, maybe they're right. And I start playing the movie of my life, but not in a cute rom-com kind of way, more in a very moody indie version, with very sad lighting and dramatic piano soundtrack. It's starring me, a pile of laundry, and a montage of forgotten text. Oh gosh, missed deadlines, and emotional spirals. What was I thinking? 1 minute I'm here, rage cleaning the kitchen. Then I'm crying on the floor. I text my best friend, should I just quit? I stand in front of my closet and you guys, none of my clothes feel cute anymore. I'm just reconsidering my entire life. And I don't even like my face anymore. Not even my face. And yes, you guessed it, okay? This is the DoorDash pasta phase. This is where I order Mama D's angel hair with creamy pink sauce. I open a bottle of wine and I retreat into my bedroom like I'm starring in Little Woman. Specifically the part where Jo is pacing around in candlelight, where she's writing and weeping and dramatically declaring, women, they have minds and souls as well as just hearts. I don't like to speak in this phase. I don't share. I let my husband fend for himself because I can't be bothered. In this phase, I'm really not responsible for anyone else's feelings except my own. I just can't handle it. I know what you're thinking. I know, okay? I get it. This is irrational. It's emotional. It's honestly deeply inconvenient. But it's also just my body doing its thing. Here's what I'm learning. It's not that we're too much or not enough or inconsistent or crazy. It's that we're moving through 4 distinct hormonal phases every single month. And the world, it really wasn't built with that in mind. We live in a system that expects us to show up the same way every day. But our bodies were never actually designed for that. It's not you unraveling every few weeks. It's your cycle. It's your body actually doing what it's supposed to do. And once I started learning which phase I was in, everything shifted for me, you guys. Really, it did. I stopped blaming myself for my dips, I started figuring out ways to work with my body, not against it. And little things like ordering creamy pink pasta on day 26 started to make a lot more sense. So in case you're wondering, okay, what do I actually do with this information? Here's your soft, powerful game plan. The menstrual phase, right? This is the period party. You're going to rest. You're going to journal. You're going to reflect. You're going to do only what feels nourishing. You're going to cancel what doesn't. And yes, okay, I get it. You still have to show up to life. But I don't know, maybe you block your calendar a little bit. Maybe you skip the work group lunch and maybe you plan something sweet and low effort after work to refill your cup. Follicular phase, main character energy. What to do? Dream big, you guys. Start new projects, go on the date, make the vision board. I mean, you are magnetic and mentally clear. Lean into this momentum. I mean, this is honestly a great time to try new things. If there's been a class that you want to try, say yes. Yes to the salsa class, which I really want to say yes to. Pitch the idea in the meeting, speak up. I mean, let your optimism lead. Ovulation phase, the glow up. What to do? Okay, take action. This is the time where you're going to have the hard conversations. You're going to book your doctor appointments. You're going to network. You're going to email your accountant. You're confident, you're articulate, and you're radiant. This is the week to stack your calendar with high impact tasks. But don't forget to rest too, okay? Let's not go overboard and be unreasonable. Just because you feel superhuman doesn't mean you have to prove it to the world, all right? Luteal phase, the tender spiral. Okay, what to do? Slow down. Review gently. Journal. Wear comfy clothes. Be kind to yourself. Ask your husband if you can order Mama D's for the both of you while you watch a rom-com together. And listen, I get it. Sometimes you have to show up big in this phase, and that's okay, but build in some recovery time. Be extra kind to yourself before and after big events. You're not lazy, okay? You're not moody. You're not overthinking things. You're just cycling. And that deserves compassion. If you're like me and you want to actually work with your cycle instead of constantly feeling blindsided by it, I made something for you. It's called Is It Me or My Cycle? And it's a free guide to help you figure out what to do, what to eat, what to plan, what to cancel, what to cry about, and absolutely thrive during each phase. I mean, I've got songs for you guys. I have recipes, I have movement ideas, I have journal prompts, and I have a few unhinged Sheila-isms, to keep it real, to keep it me. But once you know your cycle, you start giving yourself permission, to rest, to show up, to glow, to spiral, to be fully and unapologetically, rhythmically you. The link's in the show notes. Go download it. You deserve it. Let me know what you think. All right, that's it for today's small talk. May your follicular phase bring bold ideas, your ovulation bring electric energy, and your luteal bring compassion and carbs, and your menstrual phase be cozy and maybe even catered. I love you. I mean it. Well, I probably mean it unless I'm in the luteal phase. Also, P.S. if you're a man listening to this, I don't know, do men listen to this? Remember, be nice to the women in your lives. Seriously, we go through a lot in just 1 month. And send this episode to any woman you love and care for. And you guys, I'm gonna end it with this. It's not you, it's your cycle.